Ja, hij staat aan. Dus ze kunnen ons horen nou.
Oké.
Ja, hij staat aan. Dus ze kunnen ons horen. Hey everyone, welcome to this special episode. We're a little bit early, so we're going to wait for the other people to get here. It was announced for 7 minutes from now, so we'll be starting in about 7 minutes. Hello everyone, thank you for being here. We're a little bit early, but we're all ready and it's nice to see you all here. Today the special guest is Daniel from Let's Walk Around Stockholm. It's going to be a very fun episode and let's get started. So one of the reasons, of course, I wanted to invite Daniel is because I enjoy his videos and he said yes to an interview, so here we are. Let me see who is in the chat gang. I see there's already a lot of people. Thank you for being here. So let's welcome Daniel. Okay, Daniel, welcome to the podcast.
What's up, people? Good to see you, Anne.
It's nice to have you here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I was positively surprised when you asked me for the interview, and let's do this.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Well, first of all, I have to say congratulations on your 3 years of being on the internet with your walking channel.
Yes,
I'm
thank
really
you.
Happy for you that it's going so well and you're having a lot of people who enjoy your content. People in the chat, let me know if you can hear us. That's very important for an interview.
Yes, otherwise we're talking to each other. That's not so handy, right?
Exactly. So I hope everyone can hear us. There will be a little bit of a delay, as always.
So 3 years of walking. Time flies having fun, I would say.
It really does. So
I don't know, I haven't really told everyone the plans yet for 3 years of walking, but there will still be a special video that I will do with Olov.
Nice.
But first I wanted to do it, but I couldn't make it, but we have to reschedule it, and we will do it very soon, so yeah.
Okay, well, that's going to be fun. And I also wanted to congratulate you in images. Let's go.
Sorry, you wanted to congratulate what?
Yeah, no, it's not working. I'm not seeing the images. Okay, let's get back to the live quickly. Okay, sorry about the black screen. That's weird. Okay, yeah, now I had a little bit of a congratulations image, but that didn't work. So sorry about that. Okay, for now, I see a lot of people who are part of the chat gang. If there are people here who do not know what the channel is about and what the chat gang is, here is a little presentation. No. I'm doing it all wrong. Oh, this is really bad. I'm really sorry. It's I was taught a new way of doing things, and now I'm completely lost in what is where. I'm sorry. I'm just going to concentrate. Daniel, you can. The first question I had for you,
Yes.
while looking up your video, is. You're walking around Stockholm, so what made you start your channel? Why Stockholm and why the walking?
Okay, yeah, good question. So the thing is, about 3 years ago, I got myself a new camera. It's a DJI Pocket 2, and I just bought it. I think I got it for myself for my birthday. But I bought it and I didn't really know what to do with the camera. So I bought the camera and then I thought, let's just test the camera. So I just went out to the lake and I went for a walk. So my first walk wasn't actually a walk as in, let's start a walking channel. It was more just to test out my camera. And then I started to walk and I just enjoyed it. And just before, a while before I started my own walks, I was watching another channel called Action Kid from the US. It's a guy, he does walking videos in New York and Miami and things like this. And I was always watching his videos. And I think I got inspired a little bit by him, but without actually knowing it. So I wasn't realizing I was starting a walking channel. And I remember I was really surprised because I uploaded the walk.
Yes.
And suddenly the next day I woke up at like 100 views. And I was like, what? Because I uploaded the video just for myself, and I was so surprised. I was like, and then there was some people I even had 2 comments on my first video, and I was so confused. I was like, people enjoy this. And then I just recorded another video and another, and then I was like, wait a second, maybe this is the thing, right? Walking channel. And then I didn't even know there were so many walking channels. So I Googled walking channel Stockholm, and then I found Stockholm walks. And then I Googled some more, and then I found Tokyo Explorer, which is a Swedish guy who lives in Tokyo, and he does walking channel. He also has a walking channel. So I basically just bought a new camera. I tested the camera, and then I suddenly really start to enjoy a walk. And then suddenly I was like, let's keep on walking. And then I gave the channel a name. And so it's more like an automatic thing, right? It just happened, really.
Yeah, that's a cool story. Yeah.
And in the beginning, they were like silent.
Yes.
Yes. So in the beginning, it felt really weird for me to have like silence walks because I'm a very talkative person. And I was always wanted to talk, but then was like, oh, I don't want to ruin the video and this and that. And then I had one video where I was walking over a bridge. And then suddenly my hat flew away because of the wind. And then I spoke to the camera, I said something like, oh, shit, my hat flew away or something like that. And then it was the first time I opened my mouth. It wasn't a walk and talk, but it was a video where I just talked for a few seconds. And then it made me realize, like, wait a second, maybe this is a thing, like the talking.
Yes.
And then I just tried it out on some Ulrich's doll video, and then I just kept on talking and talking and talking, and I never stopped.
Oh, that's really cool. And I must say, I do enjoy the talking in the videos as well. And most of the chatgang does as well. Well, now I have
Thanks.
the video ready. And thank you for your answer. It's really interesting how that got started. It was just to test the camera, and then you just took off from there and never stopped.
Exactly.
So, so I'm going to launch a little film now to introduce you to people who do not know your channel yet, if that's okay. And then once it's done, we'll be back.
Okay.
Today I am interviewing Daniel from the YouTube channel Let's Walk Around Stockholm. He films his vlogs in the beautiful city of Stockholm. Let's get to know the channel. The start. And now.
Good morning everyone, and welcome back to a new video here on Let's Walk Around Stockholm. Another day, another walk, you know it.
What do they have in common?
Here look, duckies. Nice.
In between, there have been 650 walks.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new video here on Let's Walk Around Stockholm. Another day, another walk, you know it. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Hello everyone.
Hello everyone.
Good morning people.
In all seasons.
Nice. Well, this is apparently the place with the most cherry blossom trees in Stockholm. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, let's walk that way. And we are basically in the heart of Södermalm on this beautiful sunny summer day. And let's go for a stroll around the block. Yep. This is a beautiful autumn view, this is. You probably have already seen it. We are on everyone's favorite island, Södermalm, and it is freezing cold, people. It's a real winter day. You can really say winter has arrived.
And all types of weather.
Beautiful weather today. Snow. It's raining cats and dogs, people. It's a very foggy morning here.
And sometimes with special guests.
And I'm here today with a new friend. You want to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Madeleine. Another day,
Another?
look, you know it.
So today we have a special guest here with us. His name is Matt from Canada. Carlos, what's up, man?
What's up, man? There is an Olov too here.
Here with my friend Olov again. Great to have you back.
Great to be back.
Lynn and Neil in the house. Olov, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Milestones and projects.
Today we're going to Ulriksdal's castle, which is a royal castle actually. So I am just testing the audio to see if you can hear me loud and clear, and it's also a test to check if people actually listening, and let me know in the comment section if you want me to talk. Some people walk 500. I did it, we did it all together. Yes folks, today is not an ordinary video. It is definitely not another day, another walk, because today is the walk that I've been working towards for 1 year. Walk 365. I cannot believe that I achieved to do it. 365 walks. It's been an adventure and it's nowhere near to stop yet, so stay with me. And today is a very special day because I am finally starting my biggest project ever here on the channel. It's a bit crazy and I can't believe I'm doing this. I've been thinking about this for a long time, but I am going to walk the full green subway line. So another day, another walk, you know it. And not just any walk, no. We are back at it, the Stockholm's mega walk. Walking the green line all the way. Yes. I think we're at part 8 or part 9. We started in Farstastrand on the south, the first stop here on the green line, and now we have reached Fridhemsplan. In the end we'll go all the way to the west to Hässelbystrand. The 3 years of walking special walk, it is coming up.
So this is where we are at today. It's a fun channel to watch. Now let's get back to the cafe for the interview with Daniel of Let's Walk Around Stockholm. All right, we are back. That's a lot of walks, a lot of different places you have visited. It's really cool to see all those different parts of the city. And sometimes a little bit around the city, the suburbs and other places. It's really interesting.
Yeah,
So,
thank you. Yeah, it's really fun for me to see all these walks, because the thing is that I never really watch so many of my own walks. So I just film them, I put them online, and I don't watch them too many times. That's also because I get annoyed with myself. I don't really like to listen to myself. So for me, this is like really funny. Some of the walks, I forgot about them already. So it's really fun to see them.
yeah, well, you know, it was fun to make this compilation. And, you know, I've been watching for a long time. And for us, it's easy, right? We are just watching. Us, I mean the chat gang.
Yes.
Shout out to the chat gang. It's really, well, you know, I'll get a cup of coffee and I just watch you do the work, the walking. And, you know, it's like a free trip to Stockholm, but without the airplane, without the rain, without the snow. Very
Yes, 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 yes.
comfortable.
It's much cheaper as well.
Yes, it is. So thank you for doing all those walks. It's really cool that you started the channel and that you continue to keep it up. So now, if you are okay with it, it would be fun to see what people in the chat are saying.
Yes, let me have a look what they're saying. Let me say, Stuart says, I miss the swearing of the old days. Yes, the thing is that I used to swear a little bit more in my videos. I think I sometimes said a lot of like the S word and the F word and things like this. But some people complained about it. So yeah, I tried to do it a little bit less. It's actually in my nature to swear a little bit. But, you know, some people say like, oh, I watch with my kids and I watch with my family. So I try not to do it. So.
Yeah, no, it's better, and it's always sorry, and it's also better for YouTube, I think, for your future at YouTube. So yeah, that's cool. So does anyone have any questions in the chat?
Let's see what else. Yeah, Yvette, she says, I miss the daily walks. Yes, so to be honest, me too. I also miss the daily walks, but it's a bit much, right? Like in the beginning of my channel, I was walking 7 days a week, 5 days a week. It's just too much stuff to do. And it's a bit stressful because then you have to film it and then upload it and make a thumbnail. It's just a lot of work. So it was a bit too much because I have other stuff to do as well in my private life. So yeah, but I'll try to do a few times a week anyway. So yeah.
Yeah. It's a nice rhythm now, and you said that your feet were starting to hurt, and that's of course never good. It has to remain a fun thing to do, I think.
Yes, it should be. It's just a hobby for me, right? So, yeah.
So I have a question as well. So in the film we saw you have a lot of guests. So that is one of the forces of the chatgang, that
Yes.
People are meeting you and they are meeting each other. It's really fun. How
Yes.
did you meet Olov, and how do you feel about having such a fan base?
Let's start with the first question. How did I meet Olov? Olov actually contacted me because I lived in Sollentuna and so did Olov. And he sent me an email. He said, I know a lot about Stockholm. I watch your videos. Do you want to meet up for coffee? That's how they contacted. I think it was an email he sent. And then we met up in Sollentuna Centrum, which is like the shopping mall.
Yes?
And then I was directly so impressed with his knowledge. He had printed some information sheet about the Stockholm metro system and he came with so many facts, and directly from the first moment we clicked, like we were friends for many years. And you know, Olov is a bit older. He's I think he's 67, so he's like 25 years older than me. But yeah, we immediately became friends, and we never have a boring moment. So I said to him, walk with me. And he was like, yes, please, because he's retired. He doesn't work anymore. So yeah, it's a fun thing for him to do as well, right? So at this point, we don't walk so often, but that's actually more me than him. Because I'm a bit busier than he is, right? Because I work and things like this, and I have kids. So yeah, that's how we...
How you met?
Yeah, that's how we met. The second question, fan base, well, that's not really how I see. Yeah, that's not really how I see it. I just see it that I made a lot of new friends, right?
Yes.
So I see everyone as a friend, so not really as a fan. So I think it's great to get to know new people from different places, different cultures, and I think it's just great. It's a very positive environment, right? Both in the chat, but also when I meet people. Like when I meet people, such as, for example, when I met Lynn or when I met Carlos and people like that, when I met Paul, Madeleine, many people, it's just, we get along really well because everyone's like easygoing. So yeah, it's really fun for me.
Okay, yeah, well, it's fun for us too, because in the sound check you explained that you are just talking like we're there with you, and I think that's where the friendship feeling comes from. Because
Yes.
at the point that people get to meet you, we feel like we already know a part of you, you know, the way you think
Yeah.
a little bit. Of course, there's a difference between your private life and the working life, but still it's
Yes.
like knowing each other. And in the chat gang, it's the same. For the people who are listening or watching who don't know what the chat gang is, most live streams or premieres have a chat. This one has as well, next to the screen where you can see what we are broadcasting. There's a chat, and well, there's there's always a lot of people in the chat, and we started to call each other just the chat gang. But it's a very inclusive gang. Everybody who is new and who just types something in the chat is welcome. So yeah, it's very friendly, like you said. It's true. It's very friendly, very positive.
Yeah, it's really. I remember there was one time when I did a live stream, like, and there was one person being big negative. I think it was on Holmen, something like that, one of the islands. I was doing a live stream, and one person was like spamming or something. And at that point, I directly felt the love of the people watching. And everyone, like, there was some people getting really upset with this person just because he was trolling, right? Some people just trolling on the internet. And that was really the moment where I thought, oh, this is really such a supportive thing, right? So I really felt the love at that point. So yeah, it's really nice to get support from people. Yeah.
Yeah, people are really supportive also with each other and with the channel. It's really fun to see. Gregory has a good question. He is asking, what is the strangest thing you've seen on a walk?
Yeah, I've seen two different things. I have seen one guy who was taking a poo on the street, and I was walking straight past it. It's actually in the walk, but I'm filming straight ahead, and the guy's on the left in the alley. I think it's like a homeless guy or something. And exactly when I'm looking to the left, I see him sitting and pooing. and this was right in the middle of the walk. And I was like, I hope he didn't even see me, But yeah, it was really funny. I didn't film it, but I saw it. So yeah, it was really funny.
Yeah, no, it's a good thing you didn't film it.
No.
Sometimes there are things you don't really want to see.
Yeah.
But it's a cool story. Okay, now there is something about the chat gang also that I asked them. You sometimes ask as well. Why are people watching? And why are people? I'm so sorry. How did the people find your channel? And why are the people watching? That's the thing. So here are some of the answers. Okay, so that was a fun little segment with the help of people from
nice.
the chat gang.
Awesome. It's really fun for me to read as well. Like why people, start watching and also why they keep watching. So yeah.
Yeah, it's it's a very tight knit but open group. So
yes.
Yeah.
Gregory's who's asking it? Do you still have a 3-day beard? Yeah, at the moment it's a 7-day beard at the moment. Sometimes 3 days, sometimes 7. But yeah, I always have a beard, yes.
So that's sometimes so that's another question. I wasn't going to ask it, but you're saying it now yourself. So you chose to have a faceless channel and you're very good in avoiding reflections.
Yes.
But sometimes you are a little bit visible.
Mhm.
Is that okay with you? Because some people are really looking out for those moments, other people don't really care.
It's no problem at all. I have no problem at all showing how I look. It's not a secret. It's just that I think for the walks, it's not so important. So it's more that, it's for me, it's like sports. When I watch a football game, I like to listen to what they say, but I don't have to see the people talking. So, and for me, if I would be with my face, then it becomes the Daniel show, and it's not the Daniel show. It's the Stockholm show, right? It's the Stockholm show, but Daniel is hosting it. So, and if I would show my face and film myself, then I would be so aware of, how's my hair, what do I wear, and I don't want to be like that. It has to be relaxing things. So one, it will be too much stress, and two, it's not really relevant to the videos. So that's why. But it's no secret how I look. If you can just Google it and find out how I look. It's no secret, right?
Yeah, well, let's not just all do that all at once. Just stay here and watch the interview.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
yeah, no, but it's that's good to know, because sometimes, sometimes when you're visible, at least it's not stressful then. It's just Stockholm is the main character and you're the host. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice way of doing things. Yeah,
And
I
also-
enjoy that. It's, there are some people who are vlogging in Paris and some people are using it just for the background, and it always sits a bit wrong with me. So I really enjoy how Stockholm for you is a real place and not just a pretty picture.
Exactly. Yes. And the thing is, I also think that, the reason why I do is also because I actually really love Stockholm. I really do. And I think it comes across as well. Like, I really fell in love with Stockholm. The moment I still remember the first day I arrived here in Stockholm. I went to walk through the city and it straight away felt like home. So for me, it's like, and I never got rid of that feeling. It's still the same for me. I really love Stockholm. So yeah.
Yeah, you can tell in your videos. It's really always very positive about wherever you go. Well, except for art. So what's the story between you and art?
So it's not just art, it's modern art. So I love art. I love paintings. But sometimes, in the city, they place these really big 10-meter high metal things that's supposed to be art. That's not my thing.
Yeah.
It's a waste of tax money for me. But I love art. I'm not an anti-art person.
Okay.
But I like more classical art, right? So I love photos, paintings. I love all the kind of stuff, but not really those really ultra modern abstract type of arts. Yes, I don't really like it though. Yes.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a very good answer. Yeah, it's good to clear it up so people know.
Yeah, so I'm not anti-art. I'm quite an artistic person actually. I like to doodle and to write and to draw a little bit as well. I'm not good at it, but I enjoy it. But more those types of art I like.
I must admit you did influence me a little bit, because recently I went to the Netherlands and I was in Rotterdam and I saw some modern art, and I just heard a comment in your voice in my head.
Yes.
But it's good to clear it up and to be and to know about it. All right, so let's see if there's anything else in the chat. Do you have any questions, people in the chat?
Well, actually, someone asked, did you come up with the name Chatgang? I don't think it was me. I remember we were in the chat at some point and we were talking about, this is the most positive. I remember Stuart was there. I know Lynn was there. Monica was there. And I think Jack and Yvette, you're always there. And I think at some point we came up with the Chatgang like together. I don't know who said it first. I don't think it was me, to be honest. I think it's one of you guys. Maybe it was Stuart. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, we'll have to find out. We'll have to to discuss it in your next video. You'll have to Well, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but it would be nice if you would ask people how the term chatgang came about.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's nice to have it. Do you feel some kind of responsibility sometimes, or since it's all very friendly, it's just very easygoing, it's okay?
Well, I feel a responsibility to keep uploading, yes, but otherwise, no.
Okay, well, that's good, yeah. All right, so I'm just looking if there's any more questions. For the moment, I don't see any. Okay, so let's start. Let's talk about the green line. So you started to walk the green line. It's a very big project.
Yes.
And you're about halfway now, is that right? I don't know the line, so...
Yeah, I don't know exactly how far in distance, but yeah, I have many stations left. And you know, I'll be really honest, this idea I copied from Tokyo Explorer. So Tokyo Explorer, he has a video series, it's called Mega Walk, Tokyo Mega Walk. So he does it in Tokyo, and that's how I got the idea. So I was like, I want to do this in Stockholm. So yeah, so the name Mega Walk comes from there.
Okay, but it's a fun idea. And since it's a different city, it's not, you know, you're inspired by. So yeah, no, it's a cool project. So once you'll have done that, do you have any other plans for other metro lines, or?
Yes, I want to do all of them.
All of them. Okay, so there's
there's only 3 lines. Well, there's more lines, but there's 3 colors. Okay, for example, the green line, it's called the green line, and it has a green color, but the green line actually has 3 lines. So now I'm doing Farsta Strand to Hässelby Strand, which is line 18. Yes. But there's also line 17 and 19, which are also green. So first I have to do those, and then I will also eventually do the blue and the red one. Yes.
All right, nice. Nice.
But by the time I'm done with that, the new line is done, because they're building a new line, which is the yellow line. So I can start over again.
Okay, that makes me think about something else. Perhaps unrelated, perhaps that's what it is. But what is Slussen? What are Slussen's... there's always building going on, scaffolding. What are they doing there?
Yeah, so this is a project that's been going on since 2008. Well, it's a bit hard for me to explain exactly what they're doing, but they're changing everything. New train station, new metro station, new bus station, shopping mall, new square, new park, new stores, new bridge, another new bridge. It's so many, like they changed the whole area. So yeah, it's crazy.
Big plans.
Yes, but they're almost done now. But they started in 2008.
So yeah, that's a long time ago.
Yes,
and that's almost 20 years.
Yes. Oh, someone asked, what kind of shoes do you wear? I always wear sneakers, so sport shoes. I have different ones. It's like Adidas or Nike or, those types of shoes. Sometimes running, when I do a very long walk, I sometimes wear Asics, like running shoes, right? Because when I walk a lot.
All right, yeah, you have to take care of your feet. Please don't hurt yourself for your YouTube channel.
But that's not it. The pain in my feet, to be really honest, doesn't come from my walking channel. It comes from playing football all my life.
Oh.
So I played a lot of football my whole life since I was 5 years old. And I don't want to go too much into detail, but I hurt I played too much, basically. I played too much.
Yeah, that happens. It's very, well, not necessarily violent sport. It's not like rugby or anything, but it can be very hard on the feet and legs. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So, and it's also, and when I walk a lot, it triggers the old injury from football. That's basically what it is.
Okay.
So the top of my feet is very sensitive. For example, when my shoes are too tight, it starts a bit to swell up my foot, like the top of my foot. So yeah, and then it's exactly, when you shoot a ball with football, it's exactly the top part of your foot, and that's where it hurts. And when I walk a lot, it starts to hurt.
Okay, well then, please take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, but still there are a lot of walks to be done. So, yeah, we have a lot to look forward to. And do you have any other plans for the channel? Some big projects that you would like to do?
Well, first I want to finish the green line, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I have some other projects, but the problem is that I've released other projects in the past before, but I never actually did them. So I'm really, yeah, how do you say it? Like, if I don't do them, people will be disappointed. So I will only announce them when I know for sure I will do
Yes, you're right. You're right. That's a good way of doing things, of planning things. And there's a little question, there's a question from Nice Try That. What
Yes.
other city would you like to walk around?
Well, the plan I have right now is to go to Nynäshamn, which is a city on the south side of Stockholm, outside, and it's really beautiful in the summer. So that's a city I want to walk. But besides that, I also want to walk more in the north of Sweden. So yeah.
Nice, yeah. And another personal question about walking in another city. Do you think you'll ever go to walk in Visby or Visby? I don't know how to pronounce it, during the medieval
Yes,
festival.
yes, Visby in Gotland. I really would like to walk. Yes.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to that as well. So no pressure, no time pressure. It's really hard to get tickets. It appears to be really fully booked far in advance.
So the problem is that I have many ideas what I could do, but all of my ideas cost money.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like for me, this is just a hobby, and I don't really make any money on it. So it's like well, I do make money of it, but I also spend money on it. So in the end, it's like equal almost. So when I do big trips, they cost me money, because if I have to go to Gotland or to Gothenburg, I have to pay a hotel and a train ticket, like this. So that's the problem.
I understand. Yeah, it's an onderneming. How do you say
Yes.
it in English? An enterprise. But then you
Yeah.
get into Star Wars or Star Trek or whatever. So yeah, it's a lot of planning. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yes, and it's funny because some people really think that that you make a lot of money on YouTube. Well, if you have like 2 million subscribers, yes, but not when you're a small YouTuber, right?
That's right. And let me see. I just pulled up your YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait a second. You can see on. Well, okay. People now know what other channels I'm watching. That's okay. So you also do have a possibility for coffee, right? How do people do that?
So on some of my videos, actually I haven't done it lately, but it's like Coffee is a system where you can buy someone a digital coffee. So a lot of people, they misunderstand. They think like, do I have to buy you a coffee? No, it's just a way of support the channel. So it's like you buy someone a digital coffee, and then you click on the link, and then you just basically donate €3 to the PayPal. That's what it is.
Okay. Well, that sounds easy to do.
Yes.
All right. So I'm on your channel now. I don't know if you can already see it. For the people in the chat, there's a small delay between what we are seeing. Daniel can only hear me, but not see me. He sees the same thing you are seeing, but there's a little bit of a delay. So let me ask you, do you have a favorite walk?
Well, I have a favorite season, which is the spring. So one of my if you go to popular, click on popular.
Popular, yes.
Yes, yeah. You will see my most popular video of all times. It's actually a silent walk, but this is the atmosphere that I like best, which is a summer night in Stockholm, Södermalm. That's my favorite type of walk. So if you go to my most watched video, you will see, like, this is the type of video, the nightlife in Stockholm, summer. That's the type of atmosphere that I like most. So when it's good weather.
Nice weather. Yeah, people are just relaxed.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just playing
Yeah.
a few seconds. Okay, I've stopped it. I don't want to steal your your views,
Yeah.
but people go check it out if you enjoy Stockholm, and if you enjoy nice, relaxed ambience. Daniel's channel is really fun to watch, and Stockholm is a beautiful city, and Daniel walks all through the city. Okay, this looks like a Drost effect. I'm now discovering what it looks like on YouTube, what I was doing. Okay, oh, I'm really sorry, people. I am very easily distracted. You must have noticed by now. I'm just going all directions. I hope you can bear with me. I have another question. Oh, this is a lot.
This is a cool effect.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, let me change back. Okay, this is better. So, yeah, I had another question, but I forgot now. I'm sorry. Oh yeah,
No.
there are two more questions. One of them
Yes.
you already partially answered. Like when you came to Stockholm first, it immediately felt like home. So the question was, how did you end up in Stockholm? Just of course not to personal things, just what you want to talk about, what you want to say about it. But it would be interesting to know how you ended up in
Yes.
Sweden and
Yeah,
how
this
in
is-
Stockholm.
This is the question. Well, no, the number one question I get is, can I see how you look? That's the one. But the number two question is always like, how did you end up in Stockholm? Well, it's quite simple. In 2004, I was living in New Zealand for 1 year. And there I met a Swedish girl. So I fell in love with a Swedish girl. And then first we were living in the Netherlands for a while, for about 1 year.
Yes.
And then after a while, we went back and forward, like, you know, we were seeing every 2-3 months like that. And then after a while, I moved to Sweden.
All right. And you decided to stay there?
Yes, I decided to stay. And first I was supposed to come for 1 month. And now I've been here 17 years. I never left. So,
Yeah, that sounds like a familiar story.
so yeah, love.
Yes, exactly. Oh, nice. And that was in. Did you always live in Stockholm?
I've only lived in Stockholm, yes.
All right. And you have a particular affection for the part of Stockholm that's Södermalm.
Yes.
Is that linked to this, or what's the story behind that?
No, it's just, I think it's the most beautiful place. And it's also the place that reminds me the most maybe of the Netherlands somehow in terms of atmosphere, because that's where I grew up, right? I'm from the Netherlands. But I think it's no special reason. I just went there and I like it the best. It's not for special reason, actually, no.
Just
I also used to live there for a while, but I already liked it before that. So
Yeah, it is nice. Actually, Stockholm is really beautiful city with all the islands, all the water, all the
Yes.
nature. Yeah. So yeah, you're lucky to live there.
So yeah, no, yeah, I like Södermalm, but I like Kungsholmen as well, and different. I like all the islands, so I think it has something to do with there's a lot of water, as you say, and bridges, and yeah, I just really like the atmosphere there, and also it's very good to go out because I like to go out and drink some beer, you know, in the city like this, and it's really nice.
Okay, yeah. Well, it is. It looks like it, and you can really tell by your videos that you do love the city. It's really apparent, like you said earlier, but you can really tell from the walks you do. And I think we're about to close out, except if there are if there are more questions.
Yeah, I see one question of Gregory. Has anyone ever confronted you or complaining about your filming? Not much, but it has happened a few times. Yeah, like in 3 years, I had one. Let me think how I say this. I had one particular person that came up to me and she said, I'm in a witness protection program. So if someone sees me on camera and knows where I live, I'm dead.
Oh.
So, and it had to do with something that she flew from her home country.
Yes.
And yeah, if the people where she was from will find out where she was living, then they would kill her. So I had to delete. I took the video. I didn't upload the video.
Yeah, no, that's the responsible thing to do. But that's wow, that's pretty intense.
Yes, and one more time, but this was really stupid of me afterwards. I didn't think so much about it, but I was filming on Södermalm on Tantolunden, and there was a beach, and on the beach there was many people, and I was filming, and there were some kids running around naked on the beach.
Oh.
And I
yeah.
was filming, and one mother came. I think I didn't see them because I was just filming straight ahead, not the beach, because I think you're not supposed to film people. So, and then this mother came to me. She said, "Oh, what are you doing?" Like she got really upset. And and at that point, I was like, "Man, what are you doing?" But then afterwards, I was like, "I understand, right? Because I have children too." So, yeah. So. Yeah. I think I cut out a little bit part of the video. I can't remember. It's like 2 or 3 years ago. So yeah.
Yeah, but that too is the responsible thing to do. Yeah, sometimes things are happening and you don't really see it until you look back at it.
Yeah.
And if you don't check the video and you just put it online, sometimes there are some surprises.
Yeah. I didn't film anything weird, but I understand as a mother, for her perspective, it's a reasonable worry.
Yeah, and you could also get the video be taken down, so it's
yes,
it's just better that way. Yeah.
How?
That's yeah. You have a lot of anecdotes.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have a lot more, but I cannot share all of them. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we can do one more fun.
Yeah, Stuart.
How long did it take you to learn Swedish? The basics, probably about 1 year, maybe. 1 year, maybe. But then you get a little better and better, like every time, right?
Yeah, it depends on the people. I know people, some Dutch people, well, as you can tell by our accents, we are both Dutch, but we don't know each other. This is for the people in the chat. I'm just explaining, we are both Dutch, but we don't know each other, we never met. But here in France, I live in France, there are a lot of Dutch people who never ever learn French because they are all living more or less in the same neighborhoods, and yeah, they don't really need it. So yeah, so you never, you did. Oh, I'm so sorry. So you did learn Swedish, and you use Swedish in everyday life, right?
Yes. No. Well, I speak Dutch to my children.
Yes.
But they answer in Swedish to me.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So they do understand everything I say, but they do answer in Swedish. Swedish is their first language, but and at work I actually speak English. But I don't want to say too much here, but to the rest of the people,
yes,
I speak Swedish. Yes, to my friends and things like this. Yes.
All right. Yeah. So it's important to know as well.
Yeah. So yes, I'm almost better now in Swedish than I am in Dutch, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I forget a lot of my Dutch.
Yeah, that sounds familiar as well. It goes by phases, doesn't it? It depends on who. If you have people who visit you, it all comes back, and your Dutch accent. Oh well, I'm just saying you, but I mean in general, right?
Yes.
The Dutch accent becomes stronger again, and for me, my English is getting worse, which is why doing this is a good idea. If there are people who will put up with my English.
I think it's pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah, but it needs, the more you use the language, the better it gets. So
yes.
Okay, Heiner is asking, did you sometimes find yourself on private ground while filming?
Yeah, a few times, but not too much. Like sometimes you go into between buildings and then it says like private property. But in Sweden you have allemansrecht, which means everyone's right, which means you can basically walk wherever you want. You can also walk in someone's garden in Sweden. So there's no such thing as private property in Sweden, as long as you don't get too close to a house. So you can even camp in someone's backyard as long as you stay more than 50 or 100 meters from the house.
Oh, really?
So yes, and there's also no such thing as private forest or private beach. It doesn't exist in Sweden. So everything is accessible for everyone.
Oh, that's really cool about the forest and
Yes.
about the beach.
So-
I'm not so sure about the garden thing. I don't know how I would feel if...
Yeah, but that's only for people that have a really big garden, right? So if you are temporarily passing through a natural area,
Yeah?
you can and you stay away. I think it's 100 meters from the house, something like that.
Yeah.
You can cross the land, because in some countries, rich people, they buy the islands and the beaches and they put a fence around it.
Right.
That's not allowed in Sweden.
Okay, well, that's great. About the, again, about the
they
gardens,
still-
I kind of...
They still try sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's not allowed.
But yeah, for the forest and for the beaches, it's really it's great that it's like that. In
Yeah,
the
because
south
otherwise
of,
they buy the big house and then the beach, and then no one of the kids that live there can swim there. It's not fair, right?
yes, that's right. And people who actually live there the rest of the year don't even have access to the beach anymore. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think we should soon round it up because I have to pick up the kids later on. But
Yes.
maybe we can do one last question, maybe.
Yes, if anybody has another question? The question I wanted to ask you was about the future plans. We already talked about that. But
Well,
I really want to thank you for being here. It's really, well, as you can tell, I'm a bit nervous about doing an interview online. It's also the technical part, but I'm really happy that you agreed to do this. And, well, I'm happy to have found your channel because I asked everyone else and I didn't tell you. I went to Stockholm once and not too long ago, a few years ago now. Unfortunately, I would have liked to be back more often, but
yes.
didn't happen. So when I came back from Stockholm, I was looking for things about Stockholm, and then your channel popped up, and then you started talking already. So I heard your voice and I recognized the accent. So I just stuck around, and then there was the chatgang as well. So now it's a part preparation for a next trip and part recognition of where I was and part discovery of other places that are nice to discover. So yeah, thank you for everything you do and for being so accessible and for having such a nice channel.
You're welcome. The pleasure is all mine.
Well, it's really, it's a shared pleasure with everybody from the chat gang and from me. Thank you very much for doing this. Again, congratulations on the 3 years.
Thanks.
And, well, thank you. I'm just going to continue to thank you. Thank you, everyone in the chat, for being here with us today, and for everyone who will watch this later to be here. Please leave a comment. Go check out the channel of Let's Walk Around Stockholm. It's a fun channel. If you want to discover Stockholm, if you've never been there, or if you want to see it back, then please go and take a look. So, Daniel, some last words?
Another day, another walk. You know it.
You know it. Thank you so much. Take care, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.